The calm before the storm. Just look at that, beautiful. Ain't that a sexy cloud? Okay, so today is the Tama arching snare review for like the 10th time. But this time we got the original snare system from the Tama on here. So let's do a little bit playthrough. And I'm gonna make sure that I get the bottom portion too. We'll do that at the end of the video. So the down tubes really help make the drum resonate. And yeah, it has a very punchy tone to it. So I still have to figure out the best combinations for this drum. So far, it's gonna be Evans MX5 and a hybrid gray top. So far, that has got me the best sounds out of this drum. And honestly, I would say use a Mylar snare side at this point. Use like a Evans 300 or Evans 500. You'll get really good sounds out of that. All right, so we're gonna transition to the bottom. So before we do that, we're gonna turn the drum over so I can show you what the snare system looks like. So here we have the throw off. It's down here instead of, or it's up here instead of down here. Let's say I got a solo. Let's say I'm gonna have a tom solo. Just the snares off. You know, it's easy to just flick off. Even probably do it with the stick if you put some WD-40 on it. Here's the butt side. None special, but let's flip the drum over so we can see how we operate the whole system. So I'm gonna snap these on like nothing happened. Pretend that I didn't take these off, okay? Okay, first things first, I'm gonna take the snare system off. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over here, pop that out like that. So what I did was I just pulled it this way. All you gotta do, pull that up and pull this guy out. It should fly out with a little bit of help. There you go. The snare system is completely in tune still. And the cool thing with these is you can get a screwdriver, take both these out, and you could switch the strand out for like nylon or who knows what else is out there you can use to put in here, which is cool. You could actually switch the strands out. You can do it with any snare drum. I've replaced snare guts before. It's super easy. You just need a long gut, take out the old one, burn a new one in, and you're good. To put it back in, I'm gonna go with this side first, and voila, it's back in. All right, so I want to operate the gut mutes. First things first, you want to find where you want to go. So if you want the snare drum guts to get muted all the way, so we're going to demonstrate. See, I get a pretty crispy, not super wet sound. So we're gonna put the guts, lock them in place right here. I'm gonna lock them right here. And nothing that's insanely dry. Okay, it's locked over there. nuts are locked. And let's hear how it sounds. A little bit drier. So you want them even more drier, all you gotta do, put them right here. Just make sure that they're really pushed up against the snares. Now, boom. And now it's extremely dry. So, not a huge fan. Because this drum off rip, it just doesn't have a lot of response. And there's really no need for me to use it. That's why I keep them off, because I like having a lot of snare response. That's why I don't really like using Kevlar snare sides, because I've been using the Mylars for over 2 years, and it's just what my it's what my ears know at this point. See, it's very dry. And also, what it does is it kills the response. You don't hear it ring as much, do you? See? Response. Like out on the field, this is a perfect snare for field. This is a perfect snare for field. It might be a bit heavy for most people, but in terms with the usage and what it's made for, this is a drum corps snare drum. If you're HBCU, there is absolutely no reason for you to buy this drum. If you're a regular soloist, there's no reason for you to buy this drum. Get everything else, anything else, Yamaha's included, before this snare. And I mean that. But I mean, you can't go too wrong with this snare. It's not the end of the world. If you do got one, you know how it's a pain to tune. Get a good response. You just gotta use the right combinations in the heads. Just like the Dynasty DFX. See, I'm taking these right off because I don't need it. Oh. That happens. I gotta fix those myself later. Alright. Got a good snare response. Perfect. Let's flip the bad boy over. Okay. Right, so let's go to the bottom of the drum. We heard the top head sound. Now let's work on the bottom. This is what most people leave out videos. pearl sounds a lot better. We're gonna get the pearl painted first. What I was thinking was, with the pearl, I'm just gonna get the top rims painted, the bottom rim, top rim. I'm gonna get some of the posts painted, but the suspension rim is not gonna get painted on the pearl. So I gotta find somebody who can do that. I can do all that stuff and not be too expensive. No, it's a double flam drag stop. Yeah, no, I'm not trying that. See, I don't practice. You see, on a pearl, it has that low end response. You know what I mean by low end? You can hear the response at the low. You can with this drum, but it's not like the pearl. And I can have the pearl at a D5 and still get response at that low end. But with these guts, you just don't really get that. I can, but I gotta tune the guts a certain type of way. Like, I have to have some guts very low, and I gotta like gradually go up. I can do it like that. I think that's the best way to tune this drum with the Kevlar, if you want that low end response. I'd have the middle a little bit lower, and I'd gradually go tighter. Actually, no, that wouldn't make too much sense, because when you go out to the barrier, it's just gonna be too dry. I just need to play with the gut tuning a little bit.